Can't go through your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of holes. You fucked up. Try test take no. You fucked up. Can't put on no show. You fucked up. Can't go through your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of holes. You fucked up. Try test take no. You fucked up. Run the track.
Yes, guys. Yes, people. We are back. Actually, close to being on time. I was going to say on time, but I had to move it by about 5 minutes. But we're here. We're here. I actually woke up a little bit early for once. So we're not doing this lateness is greatness stuff. But we're still here. Anyway, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are watching this stream from, whatever time you guys are watching this stream. Big up, everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe on your way into the stream or the video, depending what time you guys are watching this. Let me know what you guys are saying. Couple topics to get into today. Pulisic is linked with Napoli. Only saw this a few hours ago, so we're going to get into that. Striker targets are Osimhen and Lautaro Martinez. Ivan Toney is a third choice, but again, unlikely due to the betting situation, but we're going to get into that as well. And Lukaku. We're going to be talking Lukaku again because I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently he's putting pressure on Chelsea to cover more of his wages for next season. The fucking audacity, if it's true. We're going to get into all of it in this stream. Obviously, you know, the panel's going to roll through later and we're just going to go off on anything and everything. But yeah, let me see what everybody's saying, though. Hit the like button, subscribe on your way into the stream, and big up to everybody. YouTube, you bastards, you limited me already. Motherfuckers have an agenda against me, I swear down. Right, what's everybody saying? If that's true, Lukaku could be smoking hella weed. Yeah, I want to go down to Milan. Plus, I heard they've got legal coffee shops over there. And I'm thinking, why didn't anybody tell me this back in October when I was going to Milan? It's a bit fucking late, but still, yeah, he must be smoking hella budge if he thinks that we're going to be doing that shit. If that is true, though. If that is true. Because, like, the bridges are already burnt. How are you trying to burn ashes? Like, what are you trying to do, bruv? Because Lukaku, Inter can't afford what Lukaku's on, the little wages that they already have to cover. We're not going to cover more of them. We already think we got bumped by Inter for the amount that they gave us to take him on loan anyway. And we know they can't afford more. So what is he trying to do? If that's the case, what is he actually trying to achieve from that? That's just going to piss Chelsea off even more. And I didn't even think that was possible. But here we are, innit? Here we are. Man said Lukaku's a melt. Big up to yourself, KM. Big up Mike. Big up Brian. Big up Destruction. If we buy Martinez and Onana off Inter, they can pay his wages and buy him outright. I think they'd rather keep Martinez, personally. Big up to Ryan. Big up to Fraser. Look up Fabrizio Romano about Manuel Ugarte. Let me have a look quick. I'll quickly skim through this because I don't want to be too late on the comments. Okay, Jorge Mendes is taking care of Ugarte's future. Talks will continue with Premier League clubs ahead of a summer move. Very concrete possibility. There is interest from 3 Premier League clubs, but no agreement with any team yet. The race is open and 60 million euros is being looked at as the release clause. It's not a bad bit of money, to be fair. Plus, I think he could hit the ground running. Not a bad move if we can't get Lavia. Or fuck it, get both. Get both. I ain't complaining. Big up to Gavman, like he's saying as well. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let me know all your thoughts. And also, Warrior, what a shout as well. Everyone, prayer emojis up for Neil. I don't think he's making it out the hood. I don't think he's making it out the hood. And it's a shame. I really would like to see Leicester stay up. They're a good away day. It's not far. It's like an hour and a half from London. But I don't think they're making it. I don't think they're making it. They looked fucking pathetic yesterday. Should have lost by more. Lucky Salah didn't have his shooting boots on. But yeah, they're fucked. They are fucked. Loop's off, by the way. I think I finally got it stuck in my head to switch off the fucking loop as soon as the timer comes in. But big up, brother. Big up to Remus. Big up to Jester saying player Sims out. Big up to Galib. Who do you prefer more, Jota or Osimhen? Are you talking about Diogo Jota? Because I'd take both, to be honest. Have Osimhen start and use Jota as quality depth. The same way Liverpool do. But yeah, I wouldn't be picky with either. Wouldn't be picky with either. Man said just F Lukaku. Big up to E. Big up Darcy. Big up Jazoo. Pulisic Varadona swap deal. You must be taking crack. Respectfully, bro. There is no way in hell they would accept that. We're not getting anybody from Napoli, by the way, just straight up. Nobody's serious. I know Osimhen is meant to be our #1 pick and everything, but we know how hard they are to negotiate with. It's not happening. It's straight up not happening. I don't mind them trying. There's no fault in trying. But what? He doesn't have a year left on his deal. He's got about 2 years left. They've just won their first league title in God knows how long. And you think they're getting rid of one of their stars. It's not happening. I don't even think Osimhen's going to force the move right now. Maybe he'll do it next year. But as of right now, I think Osimhen looks settled. Napoli have no reason to have to get rid of him. They're gonna bend us over for him if we try to drop a bid. They'll say 150 million, and then if we say we'll give them something close, they'll say 200 million. It will just be anything to price us out. Don't bother with Osimhen. Don't bother with Kim Min-jae. Don't bother with Varadona or Kvaratskhelia, whatever you want to call him. It's not happening. It's just straight up not happening. And you know what? It is what it is. I understand. Next year, maybe, but we need a striker now. We can't be waiting another year and just say, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's play Kai Havertz up top again. No, we're not going to do that. So I don't know if that's a very likely move that we're going to see happen. Because you forget, we still have to sell a bunch of other players for the sake of FFP. And then what? We're going to spend another 100 million on one player when we... No, not even 100, 150, 200 million. When we still need to get a goalkeeper. We still need to get a midfielder. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. If anything, we're going to sell first, and then we're going to buy somebody in. So how are you going to spend the majority of what's going to be your transfer budget on just one player? It's not going to happen. Osimhen would be nice and everything, but I don't see it. I don't see it. I'd like to thank England for sucking Kane so hard that my country now has a new striker. Oh, the US. Am I missing something? Oh, you're talking about Lukaku. I don't know. I don't know. I said let Lukaku rot in the under-23s. Next season, I could see a rant from Lewis if Lukaku... Bro, it doesn't take a lot for me to get pissed off with Chelsea. Although I say that, I feel like I've just peaked and I've got to a point where I don't care anymore. Got my 40 points. As you guys can see, 40-point gang. We're still here. I don't care no more. I don't care. Next season, I'll start caring again. For now, it's dead. I'm so tired of Lukaku news. Fuck him. Fuck Inter. Just do something with him. But what are we going to do with him? What are we going to do with him? Leicester could confirm relegation next Monday. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Now, fuck Leicester. Amate pissed off. Fuck. No. Fuck Amate, innit? Not Leicester. I can't lie. I got a bit of a soft spot for Leicester. Only because they saved us from an Arsenal and Tottenham title race. That and the 5,000 to 1 odds and everything. It was a great story and all of that. But, no, I like Leicester. I want them to stay up. I really do. I want Everton to go down. Fuck Everton. 4.5 hours to travel to fucking Liverpool is hard enough when you're going to Liverpool. When it's Everton, it's like, what's even the point? Place is a shithole. One of the worst away ends ever. Get Everton out of this league. Not Leicester, man. Leicester's calm. Leeds is what it is. Fuck Leeds. I don't care. Nice derby and everything, but still fuck Leeds. What else? Osimhen might flop, especially the 150 million price tag. I don't think Osimhen would flop. Like, I think the price tag would be put on his head and everything, but I don't think he'd flop. Great finisher. Apparently, he's a good presser and he contributes in build-up play a lot more than what I was told initially. I don't really see how it could work. He's physical, he's strong. I don't see how it couldn't work. I think he would do really well in the Premier League, personally. I think it's just a price tag that you'd be worried about because 150 million, he's got to do Haaland numbers and all of that crap. No, like, as long as he's doing 20 to 30 goals a season consistently, who's going to care? And I think he would do that. So, yeah, I don't think he'd flop. Oh, Balogun. He picked the US. Fair play to you guys. I think he did. He's doing really well in League One, right? I think he is. Oh, yeah. He is. Yeah, he's at Rems. Aye, fair enough. USA v England's going to get even better. Let's go. Even though you lot fucking cooked us last time. Well, lucky Pulisic kept hitting the bar. I want my Americans in Leeds. I want both Leeds and Leicester up respectfully, but like it's not going to happen. One of them's gone. So fuck Leeds. They can hold that. That's still like 4 hours travel. Good night out though, from what I've heard. England love Kane so much that Lewis didn't even know they had a young prodigy at striker. And I didn't even know about him. I won't lie to you. I know he was getting the same numbers as Mbappe in League One this season. But I didn't know he could potentially be playing for England. Oh, well, you know me, innit? I don't give a fuck about international football. I want England to do well and all of that. But if they don't do well, I don't care. Like, it won't piss me off. When we got knocked out by France in the World Cup, I was more fuming that my bet didn't come through than England getting knocked out. I just built it and I went to bed. That's it. Chelsea hits different. England, I don't care. Yeah, pure Don. I'm with Said at 5. Then 6 o'clock, I'm with Rants. And I think that's it. For me. No, wait. Am I with Dan Potts today? I need to double check. What else? Lewis is gonna have a whine when he sees Everton relegate. I don't know if they do though. Just because Leeds and Leicester are just dreadful. And I don't know where either of them get wins from. I haven't got a clue where either of them gets wins from. 150 million is crazy, but why we have a new scouting team so you can bring on the table names like Kane, Osimhen, Vlahovic. I can do that too, bro. Give a Pender type player. Young, not 100. I hear what you're saying, to be honest. I hear what you're saying. Like, none of the names that we've heard is like, wow, I ain't heard of this guy before. It's Tony, who we're not going to get because of the banning situation. Lautaro Martinez, who isn't a bad striker. Just, again, doesn't really wow you, but it's still also an experienced name. You're not too surprised by that. And Osimhen. Literally, like, so many people's number one picks right now. Well, Osimhen and Tony. I haven't really heard anybody else. So, yeah, I don't know. But, like, let's get through the Pulisic stuff as well. Because I saw this come up. And it's from an article called Repubblica. I think it's an Italian page. It says, the American in the president's plans is Christian Pulisic of Chelsea, who, in addition to the sporting aspect, affects the economic one, with US sponsors ready to support the operation of the Italians champions to bring in Pulisic. Fair enough. They got sponsors ready to do it as well. Okay. Pulisic's contract is expiring next year, and he's being looked at for 30 million euros. Should be about 25 million pounds or something. Napoli's also looking at Adama Traore, who has a salary of 5 million, which is too many. Although I feel like Pulisic will ask for more. But again, US sponsors are apparently ready to support the operation, so I guess they'd be helping as well. I'm not fussed. Like, you know how we need to clear out a bunch of players. Pulisic's one of the players on the list too. If you get a decent offer for him, go for it. I remember hearing 35 million pounds was put on his head a couple months ago. If you get about 25 to 30, fuck it. It is what it is. Pulisic probably wants to move on. He's out of favour. And it's a shame because it's never really worked out for him. I actually liked him a lot. Like, he's a very direct player, but he's just too inconsistent with his injuries and then recovering back from the injuries and everything. Seems to have limited his pace, and I feel like he's not as fearless as he used to be. Like, he used to always drive at players, and now he hasn't really got the same confidence in his body anymore. It is what it is. And, like, sometimes a bunch of injuries ruin your mental strength like that. And, like, you don't want to take risks like that anymore. It is what it is. But, yeah, Pulisic, likely to leave in the summer. I don't feel like anybody's really against it. Like, it just hasn't worked out. Out of favour forward. Peace. Thank you, Pulisic. Yeah. We'll always have Project Restart, my friend. We will always have Project Restart. And yeah. Oh, man said embarrassing channel. What are you here for then? Lads, weird. Whatever. What else is everybody saying though? Osimhen said himself he wants to leave to the Premier League next season. Then does that mean he wants to leave in the summer or like after next season? Because after next season makes more sense. He's got a year left. Like, Napoli would probably have to sell at that point because all he'd have to do is just say, I'm not signing a new contract and I want to move on. And then they have to sell him because that's the best opportunity to make money off him. Plus another year as well, they can look for a replacement. They can build a stronger squad. Like, it makes more sense for him to leave next summer than it does this summer. Big up to Paul Maggi. Hope you're good. Harry says, big up Mount Hater. Big up my guy. Big up, brother. Big up all my Mount haters in the comment section. Big up. Napoli reportedly want two of our players, Pulisic and Broja. Chalobah could also make sense if they lose Kim. I don't think they lose Kim, though. Maybe they go for Chalobah anyway. And you know what? Fair play. But yeah, Pulisic I could see happen. Broja still surprises me. Like, the guy's just come off an ACL and you want to sign him. Fine. Fine by me. I will not be complaining. How about Balogun? I mean, he'd be better than all of our strikers. I wouldn't be against Balogun. I haven't watched enough of him, though, to tell you if he'd be the right profile for us, though. But, like, just looking at the numbers, fine. Players translate well from the French league to the English league, fine. Hell, you keep the US market if you do that, seeing as he now plays for the US. So, aye, whatever. I'd rather Tony. So would I, but like, you don't know what's happening until he gets his punishment. Until that happens, like, you can't really go in for him. Have you heard Chelsea have deaded the Caicedo for Colwell swap? That was even going to happen. I never even knew about that, bro. Never knew that. What else? What else is everybody saying? Osimhen overrated. He's not overrated. You could say maybe the price is a bit too much, but he's not overrated. They might lose Kim. United have to put a lot of money up for him. He's their best centre-back. They're not going to get rid of him. Unless he's got a year left on his contract. I'm not hearing it. I'd be surprised they sell any of them. Yeah, he signed a 4-year deal in 2021. So he's got about 2 years left. Yeah, he's got about 2 years left. Another one that could leave next year. Same thing with Varashila. They've all got 1 year left next summer. There could be a bit of a clear out next season at Napoli. There really could. Oh, Kim has a release clause. Oh, okay. Okay. That changes things. That changes things. Say for letting me know in the comments, guys. That does change a lot of things. What else do we have? I don't think we spoke too much about the Lukaku situation because I don't know how real this is, but where is it? Lukaku and his representatives are putting pressure on Chelsea to cover more of his wages in order to remain at Inter Milan next season. This shit is fucking hilarious, bruv. Lukaku has no shame. He has no integrity. He has no pride if this shit is true because what the fuck? Bro, it already got reports a few days ago that Chelsea are pissed that they accepted too little money to take him back to Inter for this season. So if he goes back, we're going to ask for more money. And he wants us to cover more of the wages instead. It's not going to happen. If this is true, though, because it might be a load of bollocks. If this is true, though, this is fucking ridiculous. And also means he doesn't want to stay at Chelsea and work under Poch. So you're going to have to find a way to get rid of him. We'll have to see what happens with Lukaku because everything is speculative until the season's over. And I feel like we can talk about the ifs, the buts, and the maybes, but we don't know what's going to happen until the season's done with Lukaku. But if that shit's true, then yeah, he don't want to come back and don't let him anywhere near Cobham or anything like that. If he does want to make it work on the Pochettino, again, I don't really care. Like, we need a striker. If he can get him slim, if he can get him in the right shape and he can fit his style of play, I've got nothing really against it. But boy, stuff like this doesn't look good. Lukaku love affair of Inter gets on my nerves. I was just speaking for every Chelsea fan. Yet there's fans who think he wants to be. Here's the thing, though. We don't know if this is true or not. I'm just reporting what I see. If this isn't true, then fuck it. See what Poch wants. See what Lukaku wants. If this is true, though, get this brother out, brother. Get him out. Try use him as part of the Osimhen deal and see if you can get 50% off or something. I don't know. But yeah, we need a number 9. It might not be the one that we want. It might be Lukaku, but like, we have to see where his commitment lies. Have you ever disliked another player more than Mount? Why do people think I dislike Mount? I don't even hate him. He's just leaving and I don't care because he's not that good. That's just it. But people think I hate him because they're so obsessed with their little Mason Mount fantasies. They want him to be our next legend, so they think I hate him. I don't hate him. I just don't care about him. Mason Mount is not that deep. Why do people think it's so deep? I don't understand it. It's not that deep. Mount isn't that deep of a person. He's not going to shag you either. So leave it. What's your thoughts on the Chukwuemeka story? Chukwuemeka better be getting game time. If we've held him back from the under-20s World Cup just to have him ride bench, then we're taking the piss out of him because we've not even given him any game time in a bunch of pointless fixtures. He's got to start against City. Like, who the fuck cares about that City? Who cares about any of these games coming up? Play him. Give him some game time. Because if not, what are we holding him back for? I didn't even know Kante was injured after the Forest game. I hope it's not anything too deep, but yeah, I have to see. Lewis, you hate Mount. The Mountainbears are coming for your other eye. Oh, no. I like Mason Mount. I'm an Arsenal fan. Have him. Thoughts on Pochettino wanting Lautaro Martinez? Let Poch have what he wants. If Lautaro Martinez is the striker that he wants, what do we have to complain about? Like, I know there's questions with him, and from what I've read about him, he looks very streaky. Like, the stats look nice and everything. From what I'm seeing, he's got, I think, 24 goals and 10 assists this season. Like, it's very good. But he's the sort of guy who will go on a good run, and then he'll go on a shit run, and then he'll go back on a good run. Seems very inconsistent from what I'm reading, but he's not a bum. Like, he's got good movements, he's got good dribbling, presses well, builds up play, can play with his back to goal. The finishing is a little bit, but I'm not going to act like he's a bum. He's not. My biggest thing with him is that I don't think he's played outside of a 2 up top. That's what I've read. So you got to figure that one out for yourself, I guess. Maybe you play, I don't know, Lautaro and Felix or something. Or maybe Kai if we keep him for another year. God forbid. By the way, it's a guy who asked if I hate anyone more than Mount. There you go. Yeah. If Poch wants him, live or die by it, innit? Live or die by it. But yeah, I don't think he's a total bum. Like, some of the way I see some Chelsea fans talk about him, you'd think he's a fucking flop. He's not. He's just a bit inconsistent, and I understand the concerns about that. With all of the strikers that we've signed in the past, it might not be the ideal suggestion for us. But if Poch wants him, and Poch thinks he can get a tune out of him, who are we to say anything when we want to back the manager and to back their decisions? So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, because Osimhen, I don't think is likely because of the price tag. Tony, we don't know what's going to happen until the betting situation. And apparently we're not looking at him until that's all sorted. And so Martinez might be our number 1 pick. He might be. What's Kovacic? I don't know, but I don't want to see Kovacic play anymore anyway. Let that be his last game for Chelsea. Thanks for the memories and all of that. Peace. I don't care. Costa was like... Yeah, Costa was like a half-season player. You never had Diego Costa for a full season, but you don't hear anyone complaining. He would be banging in goals for one half of the season and then fucking disappear in terms of GNA the next. He'd just be holding up and linking up play for fun and all of that. But that's the thing. Martinez has other aspects to his game in spite of that. So he's not going to completely disappear if he's not scoring, unlike other players, for example. I don't think he's a bad player. Got dropped by Argentina for Alvarez. Sorry, Poch, I ain't fuck with that, to be honest, but die by... Exactly. Have your own opinion of it. Fair enough. But if Poch wants him, your decision. That's either your W or it's your L. So make of it what you will. You watch? Yeah, of course I'm watching UCL. Of course. Fuck Felix too, not for 80. Yeah, but he's going to be on loan. It's not that deep. Sean, I'm with you as well. Scenario on how Leicester could get relegated early. Everton beating Wolves. Leeds beating West Ham. Leicester losing to Newcastle. Damn, like there's a potential for that too. Fuck. Is that this weekend? Right, our next Shameless and Neil could be getting relegated. Well, I already said Neil's staying on Shameless if that happens anyway, so he can run me my championship watch. But yeah, I think that's all the news for today, so I'm going to send the link out. Just bear with me. Yeah, I think that's it. That is it. All right, cool. Link is going out. Link is going out. If you want to guarantee I don't miss out your question, super chat it. And yeah, let's see what everyone's saying. Oh, now you want to move slow, you fucking bastard. Yeah, cool. I think that's everyone. Yes, guys. What's everyone saying?
Oh, good.
Yo.
Yes, brother.
Oh, I had to leave an epic tweet.
Had to leave an epic tweet.
Yeah. I asked him the same question I asked on here the other day. Would you sell Caldwell and Chukwuemeka for Caicedo?
Yeah. Right, Colwell and Chukwuemeka for Caicedo.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Well, Chukwuemeka, I got no issues. He can go.
Yes.
Colwell,
I think I say that.
I don't know, because it's only the potential thing with him as well. I ain't too sure.
Yeah, but what do we need more? A center back or a DM?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
But you can just go and buy Caicedo anyway.
But you're not getting the point
Chukwuemeka
of
and
it.
money.
This always goes over people's head. All I'm saying, the team is more important than any individual player we have at this club.
Fact.
Yeah, I'm not.
So if you're saying no, we can't do that because Colwell, Colwell is no better than the center backs we have right now.
I'm only saying I'm selling it.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying it makes more sense to go and buy Caicedo outright and then loan Colwell back out.
No, it might make sense to actually sell put Colwell in a deal.
Can't you just give him Chukwuemeka and money then?
Well, but it's not about that exact
It's
thing.
what they
I'm
want.
saying is
Exactly
you have
what.
to be able to say, screw players, what's best for Chelsea?
Yeah. And plus, it's what Brighton
Fair
want.
enough.
Brighton
Fair
now
enough,
want
I hear that.
Brighton will want Colwell. So if we
What's
can
going on?
put him in a deal, then
They might-
I
they
don't
might
see what
want
the
him,
issue is.
They might want 80 million and all.
Yeah.
What is
Again, it's
that a
about
topic? Is that
This is-
is that a discussion? Levi Colwell's leaving Chelsea?
No,
Just-
it's not.
It's just proposing the question.
Okay.
It's just a question. It's not even. I'm not saying it's going to happen or should happen.
No, I'm just
saying
asking. I'm just asking. Is that what the report was?
If it came down to
or-
Brighton,
There's no
saying, "Give us
report.
Colwell," then
Okay.
yeah.
Although we
okay.
know that they do, there has been a report that they do like Caldwell and they do like
Okay.
That's
I'm
it.
with you now. Okay, I'm with you.
I'm just trying to get people to think of the team over individual players. But I guess we're still
I'll
at the
say
individual player
keep
thing.
Colwell and trade in It's
Chukwuemeka.
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 Again, it's about the team, and we don't need a center back right now. I don't know. People are still saying we need to go get Kim. Where was he going to play?
Who? Which Kim?
When he
Kim
defense.
J.
Yeah,
He's going
Or
Man United.
Napoli.
but
He also
He-
left back.
left back, he's right-footed.
Who?
Kim Jim
Who's
Kim
right-footed?
Jim
Me.
It's Kim and J.
Yeah.
It's Kim and J.
Chukwuemeka?
Kim and J.
I'm talking about
Kim
Kim
and
and
J
J.
is-
Kim and J. Kim and
he's
J.
right-footed.
No, I'm talking about Caldwell.
Oh, yeah, but you gonna play the guy on at left back when he can't stay fit,
I don't
running
think
up and
we're
down?
as packed as a center backs as you keep saying there,
Okay.
Jester. I don't think so.
It's
I
more
don't
about
see
the,
how-
it's
I don't-
more about
Injury
the
prone.
potential as well, just that we could. I'm
Again,
not
I'm
saying
not
keep
saying that-
Colwill at all costs, but his potential could potentially be like top level. We don't know that.
could be, should be, maybe,
So
but
why
and
why
ifs.
sell him if we can keep him and loan him and then buy Casado? Is my point.
Again,
Exactly.
it's an exercise putting team over a player, and the team needs midfielders because we could be down to one midfielder.
Yeah, I hear that, but I don't think we would have a problem buying Casado for straight cash. Is my point.
Okay, what if it makes the deal happen?
If
Because
it-
other
yeah, if
people
it-
can play cash for him too.
If it comes down to them going right, we want Colwill and this for Casado, then fair enough, bite the bullet. But I'm saying I'd rather keep Colwill and try and get him without using Colwill.
Fair enough. All I'm saying is I'd rather get a DM in that's Premier League proven, and we might have to get more than one because Conte hasn't re-signed and he's out with a groin injury. Kovacic hasn't re-signed; he's out with a knee injury. So
I would like to think Kante is staying. I would like
I
to
would
have
like
that
to think
idea.
after this he needs to go. He played 3
Whoa.
games and now you're injured again.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm done with this Kante
Three-
thing.
3
Just let him
games.
go.
For free? For nothing?
You guys don't
I
even
didn't
know.
say
you
that.
guys-
How long is N'Golo out for before we say
Y'all
that?
don't
How
even
long is
know
N'Golo?
how serious the injury is. These games don't count. They could be being cautious. Y'all just
You know what I
so
mean? It's never that deep.
relax.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Maybe if
These are not even
I
important
guess
games. Why would you
certain
even run
players
him?
it's okay to be
If he
injured.
had a small niggle, why would you even think
Yeah.
about putting him out there in these
Because we don't have
meaningless
anything to play for, so they'll just start demand.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. So we give excuses for some players being injured, but not others. I got it now.
What-
I got it. I
Oh,
will
just-
understand
no,
the
I
game.
don't think that's what the point
Don't
is.
have the
Just
excuse.
It's about what makes
Oh, you can list all the players that don't have excuse when they get
I
injured.
don't know. Like, inform me.
Well, you just had a 10-minute conversation about Pulisic, and everybody in the comments were, "Oh, he's injured. Let him go. He's always injured. Let him go." Well, guess what? Conte has missed more games than everybody this
Yeah, but
year.
even
Yeah,
when
but
he's fit, he doesn't perform.
Pulisic doesn't offer anything that
Yeah.
Kante does.
No,
Kante
Kante
performs.
offers. Kante
I agree with
offers.
Because we won a bunch of games when Conte got back in the squad. Right?
That's not the point. It was
Okay.
a squad issue. The point is
Your
Kante is.
logic is way off, bro. Your
No.
logic, what you be
All-
trying to use.
all
to
I'm
do-
saying
Kante is
He's-
more
he's a
cemented in than
walking
Pulisic.
injury.
For everyone in the comments who says I don't like Kante, I ain't said nothing, by the way. I ain't said nothing. So.
Yeah, we can put that on. We can put that.
No, you're shameless. You're shameless. Liz.
No, I'm just saying because everyone's like, "Oh, you got Kante agenda." You don't see me saying sell him. I ain't said nothing. So
Yeah, you said
if-
you sell him before. That's why you don't want to say that.
yeah, I said wait until he comes
I'm just
back.
saying be
And he's
consistent.
come back, and I'll keep him.
If you want to get rid of injury-prone
that's what
players,
I'm
you need to
saying.
get rid of all of them.
I want to get rid of Pulisic just because I think he's
I
no
don't
good,
want to
not
get
because
rid
of
of
injury.
injury prone
That's fine.
players, quote
That's
unquote.
fine.
My agenda is
But
not
if Kante-
injury prone.
But
My
if you
agenda is
think
to keep
Conte is going to
players.
be the midfielder you're going to build the team around
No,
when he plays
No, you're not
5
gonna-
games a
no.
year,
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying we don't.
Nobody
I wouldn't
said
want to
that.
get
Guys.
away for free.
anything around Kante.
Nobody's building around Conte. Nobody. The only person that we build a team around it sounds like it's more like Enzo. That's it.
Yeah.
Enzo, yeah.
But
And Pulisic actually want to be.
I can.
first team player,
If you want,
so-
if you since you brought up the whole conversation with Cole, just I keep telling you, there's what you account as another center back. It's not. There's no substance to it, because you think that there's a lot, and you think that we're only playing one game a week. It's not. If Trevor Chalobah leaves, we only center backs are having is Fofana, Badiashile, Thiago Silva, and what's his name?
Khalidou.
And
Koulibaly.
Koulibaly.
That's
If
four
any
center
of them
backs.
goes, possibly 2 goes, you need to have a center back.
Right. We don't know, but I can't, you can't project that all those center backs are going to leave this summer.
Fofana is injury prone as well.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. What I'm saying is like I'm not projecting, but you cannot project it during the season. For example, if you get injury within the center back, like we had before, it's not like it never happened. It happens every season. A specific department. It's a different. We are one time we remember when we said that we have 8 midfielders. Thomas Tuchel, he wasn't wrong. We do on the books have 8 midfielders, but at the end of the day, we didn't have none of them to start. We started Robin Loftus-Cheek and the Blunt Mount one time because we were so short. You see what I'm saying? So you cannot fix those kind of situation during the season. That's what I'm saying. Like, and you can't, like, if something goes wrong, you can't fix it during the season because there's no fixing this season.
Again, it was
realistically, we're going to have at least 2 centre backs buying in the summer. Maybe Cole is one of them. I'll take Gvardiol in that case as well.
We're not buying center backs in the summer.
We're not buying center backs.
Why are we talking about center backs? That's not a need position. Need
It's
position
midfield.
is defensive midfielder and striker.
If we lose centre backs, it'll be Koulibaly and Trevor, I think.
All right. Let's say.
Yeah, that's what
I don't see
Chelsea-
anyone leaving, man. I don't see any of the new signings
Exactly.
leaving.
I don't see anyone.
I don't see any of that back four leaving.
I think if we get a good offer from Italy,
Maybe
No.
Aspi. Maybe
No,
Aspi. Apart from
Chalobah's gonna leave. Either
To
loan
where?
or sell. He's 100%.
Inter Milan wanted him last summer.
Nah,
Chalobah is another one that can play right back. Malo Gusto
not
and Reece
Trevor.
James are injured
I'd keep
players.
Trevor. I'm just
No,
saying.
We're going to keep 30 in the squad again. We're going to keep 30 in the
Not
squad again.
Trevor, man.
Hold on. Let's put ourselves in Chalobah's shoes, right? I think he might do a Tomori was like, let's say Koulibaly stays, Fofana stay in, Badashu stay in. At the end of the day, he's not a threat to those centre backs in terms of starting. So if he gets an offer from a club that wants to sign him, he's definitely leaving. He's not going to be a backup for the rest of his life.
Exactly.
He's definitely
That's
leaving.
100%. Yeah, go for the
Might
best
as well let
situation
Trevor
to sort
go.
your life
And-
out. I
and-
agree, but I mean, if we can offer him something, I'm sure we can.
Jester, do you think we make Champions
We
League?
can
next
offer
season?
him wipe the benches on the bench.
Because if we're
I-
going to
I-
sell all
I-
these
sorry,
players for
someone
one
was
game a
asking
week,
me
we're going to have to go and buy them
We
all.
Will
can
be a
offer
bit of
him something.
ruthlessness. Like if we're going to keep Colwell, then Chalobah's going to have to leave.
That's
That's
why I
what
said
it
I
is.
think he leaves.
What
That's why I
you
said I
think?
think he leaves.
He's
Yeah,
leaving.
big up to
There's-
Chalobah.
there's-
He's been a good servant, but
yeah.
What's
And
funny
stays.
is we have too many centre backs to play on the left, not enough on the right. We only have 2 right side centre backs for Fofana and Chalobah. We have too many you can count on the left.
Koulibaly actually plays more on the
Koulibaly.
right than he plays on the left when he played before
but-
Chelsea.
In a back three, play
Then
on the left,
Thiago
yeah.
Silva plays on the right. Fofana plays on the right, man.
I've
Rodrigo,
noticed
go do
I've
the-
noticed
go do
Koulibaly
the
playing-
numbers, man.
No. I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I've seen Koulibaly since he's come here. He's played mostly on the left.
I'm happy for you. If you have a better left center back, you will be a
No.
left
What I'm
center
saying
back
is
will
we have
start.
too many. No, what I'm saying is we have too many centre backs that can play on the left than on the right, and that's a fact. It's not,
That's
I'm not
not
arguing.
a fact.
It is
That's
a
what
fact.
you
You
pick.
can count them. No, you can count them.
I just did. Koulibaly played more on the right center back than the left
No,
center
he
back
played more
before
on
he
the
joined
left.
Chelsea.
No, he
No.
played more on the left.
In a back four, Koulibaly played on the right, Rodrigo. In the back
He
three,
played on the
was
left.
No,
He
still
plays
played on
on
the left.
Koulibaly's
He
better
played-
on the left and the right.
In a back
We
three.
had a game where we switched a left-footed center back to the right center back slot.
Yeah, for
When
example,
Koulibaly on the left.
When he made his name at Napoli, what position did he play at
Left.
Napoli?
he
Well,
played.
I've seen him play left center back only.
I
for-
see him play
for-
mostly on the right.
for
He
Napoli.
played left centre back.
But no, if it was earlier in his career, I didn't see him. So
And if you
Koulibaly
add to
played
that,
right
so you have
centre back.
Koulibaly, you have
Koulibaly played right center back, and he was left-footed. That's why I remember
Yes.
about him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
100% correct.
what?
Because
100%
that's how
correct.
that's how you line. This is why people were saying that there is
I'm just concerned about Koulibaly's defensive fragility because it can be fragile at the
He
back.
hasn't been that bad this year.
why are you
He hasn't
using
been that bad.
such a word
He ain't
fragility.
been that good
man?
either.
Why would
I,
you pick the
go
word
on.
fragility,
No
man?
player on our team has been that good.
He's been the
word
worst
you want me
defender
to
for
pick,
me.
Jacob? What
Cucurella.
word you want me to pick?
The one that
Fragile.
the common words that
I'm
people
sorry,
use.
I don't know,
Fragility.
man. What? Isn't it the same as fragile?
If you can't
Underwoman,
use the
overwoman. One of
you
them.
can't
I
use
don't
the
know.
excuse that he hasn't been that good this year because you can't name a good player at Chelsea. That's why
I
we're
think he's
11th.
been our worst defender with Cucurella. That's what I'm saying.
How can you say
Our
that
worst
though? Like,
defender?
What do you mean? How can I say that? I just did.
look at the contour of the season we had. The last year, like you can't just pinpoint on one player and say he's bad, he's worse. Like,
No, I hear that. But then Fofana, when he's played for
You're
me, by
muted.
the odd time,
You're
has
muted.
looked
I was gonna
consistent.
say I think Koulibaly's been our worst centre back.
Yeah, he has.
Obviously, it's his first season and everything. Give him time, but like he's not had a good season.
I think we had the second-rated defense in the league when he was still
Third.
playing.
Yeah.
Or third.
That's been all season. But like,
So
it's not going to change away from the fact he's been very shaky.
how are we going to slate anything on our defense? Our problem is we can't score. We can't score in a whorehouse on
So
free
are we
hit.
going to say Cucurella and Koulibaly have had good seasons?
I didn't say that. Nobody has good seasons. That's why we're 11th.
Silva's had a good season.
Badiashile has been pretty good when he played.
I'm just throwing that situation. Like when you like it, did we lose the games because we conceded at the end of the day? Yes, but how many chances did we supposed to score?
A bunch.
This is not to defend our attack at all. I'm not trying to defend the attack.
Yeah, but don't. Well,
also lack of stability in the midfield as well is the reason why the midfield was wide open. Like people expect defenders to shut down everything that comes their way. If you don't have a stable midfield in front of you, it's a wide gate. There's going to be problems coming at you. So at some point, Koulibaly or one side is going to fuck up.
It's not even just that though. He looks reckless. He looks like he's got a mistake in him. Even his passing, which is meant to be strong, has been poor. Yeah, for me, he's been poor all season. That's just my opinion.
You pick in the moments on the game. You pick in the moments. I can pick to you every game this season, and I can pick you a defender that casts directly goal scoring.
Yeah, maybe you can, but not as consistently as much as Koulibaly.
Okay, name me one game that Koulibaly, because of Koulibaly mistake, we conceded a goal.
The Champions League game, that Champions League game where he comes running out like a bozo and let it go straight over his head.
When Sims blew past him in Everton game,
yeah,
and he scored that goal on him.
That Everton game, he actually had a very good game. It was the last minute where he fucked up.
It doesn't matter if he had a good game.
Oh, you're talking about when he was put on the right position because Chalobah's looking for the fleas?
Yeah. It was both there.
That's what I mean.
That's the one you're talking about? Real Madrid when we got spliffed in the defense because who? The midfield?
No, I didn't say Real Madrid.
Koulibaly even played that game?
Not the Real Madrid game. It was a group
No,
game.
somebody said Real Madrid. Yeah. Like
they didn't play the Madrid game. Not that. Leeds, fair enough. I see Leeds in the comments. I see Man United.
Why not going for Thiago Silva? He's the real reason
because
why
I've
we
seen
conceded the first goal
from him for 2-3 years.
Man City in the cup, both cups. To be honest,
we could sit here all day and point out bad plays from players this season. Again, we're 11th. We had a bunch of those.
Yeah, 100%. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you can find something on every player this year that they've cost us a game.
Yeah.
Like that.
Not Kai Havertz.
No, you can find stuff on guys.
Don't bite to that. Don't bite.
Exactly, Josh. Like
everybody. That's again.
When we
why
going for the
where we are.
It's like a flavor of the month going. Who's worse? Who's not worse? When we should. Khalib asked a really good question. Why is everybody doing this fake scouting reports when we have Vavela? We're gonna trust. The biggest Chelsea thing saying that we did not have a direction in which scouting department is working. We built the good scouting department, but for some reason, everybody keeps going after the same specific players that the Twitter profile goes. Everybody on Twitter talks about Osimhen. Everybody talks about Osimhen. Everybody on Twitter talks about Reece James. Everybody talks about Reece James. Everybody on Twitter talks about I said, like how many times I said, I can do those kind of scouting. Why are you asking, fire this McAllister guy, whatever the fuck we fire? And then we go and like, fire him. He's the worst scouting. Look, if you scout Lukaku, I can scout that. If you scout De Bruyne, I can scout that. What's the point of scouting department?
To find hidden gems.
Yeah, Jester, but you're not the one that actually like that because what's his name? What's that center back? Colwell. This is what we're talking about, the hidden gems. This is exactly what it is, but you don't want it.
Y'all are still missing the point. I got nothing against Caldwell. He's going to be a fantastic player. My thing is, I want people to start thinking about the club, Chelsea Football Club, instead of a individual player. Okay, we wouldn't even be talking about bad center backs if we didn't have Caldwell from the academy, ready, playing like he is. We wouldn't even have a center back discussion. But it's because, again, there's a Cobham kid, and we can't block the Cobham kid. Hell, you had Nazar Kinsella saying that Poch wants to build around 4 players. Guess the 4 players:
Yeah,
Reece James, Conor Gallagher, Mason Mount, and Levi Caldwell. All academy kids.
Players.
Did you say Conor Gallagher as one of those names?
Yes.
Yeah.
Say what?
Oh my fucking days.
Wait, hold on. See, now you guys following that PR. The way he said that is because you don't want to.
It is because he's a simp and not a journalist.
It's not even the fact that I just think that it's a PR stunt. No way Poch would have said that. Like, I would have built a team alongside homegrown players. No.
Gallagher's crazy.
Gallagher's fucking shocking.
Gallagher, no way.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it's like Pochettino's been able to build squads on limited funds before. So I wouldn't be like too surprised.
He doesn't have limited funds.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, here's different in it, but like it shows what he can do with limited and even big money. So he could do a job with either.
We also produce much better players than Spurs, so we'll see.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, there's no way that Poch said, "Oh, I want these 4 Cobham kids." I got to build my team around
and
them.
not mention Enzo. Right.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have to say this academy kids, but
there,
he also have.
He ain't going anywhere.
Everybody knows that there is a quota, right?
That's a lazy journalism.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers, Jeff.
You waste.
Yeah, that depends how many people players you want to carry in the squad. Man, you don't have to have a super big squad next year.
The 25 squad you still have to have.
Huh?
The 25-man squad still has to be registered.
Yeah, I think Levi's exempt from registration even next year, so we ain't got to worry about that. No.
Do you have to have 25 people in your squad?
You don't have to. You don't have to have 25. It will help.
So you're allowed to only register 11?
Well, there's a minimum quota, but there's a minimum quota, but the minimum quota is not 25.
The guys that talking, please show me proof that you can register less than 25. Please go Google whatever. You made the statement. I want to know.
I'll find you a reference. Alex.
Thank you.
Bear with me.
Yeah, what's going on here?
I know. No mandate that you have to register 25. I mean, if your squad's not enough to register, or get enough players, I mean, you get sanctioned because you can't afford 25
squad is not enough
players.
To register. You should not be in the Premier League, man.
No, but no. But you have small squads. You have small squads. You have big squads, Alex. So you're saying that it's a must that you must fill up the squad.
Still 25-man squad registered. Doesn't matter. You can choose how many you can play if you want small squad.
It's a 7 subs, Alex. It's a 7 subs.
5.
5, yeah.
Oh my God,
7.
man!
Are
you have a 7 fingers?
7. I saw it 7.
Foto's on that Zaza, man. I'm telling you.
Is it 7 players on the bench, but 5 you can bring on?
Jester, you the closest one. I think you can catch some disease if you even like a freaking miles away from that dude, man.
Well, bro, like it's 7-7. Have a look then. Have a look. It's 7 players.
You cannot have.
No,
how many games have you been to this year, Fater?
I think he means 7 players.
Now, how many games have you been to sober?
36, 38 roughly, domestically.
How many were you sober?
Yeah,
that's my thought.
Domestically.
That's why you're seeing 2 people come off the bench and there's only 1 player.
Oh my gosh.
That is unnecessary, but 7 players on the bench, only like 3 players can come on, technically.
It's 5.
No, 5.
They expanded it, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna have a look on the because I've always
you can have a look.
They changed it after COVID.
Good Lord.
All right, subs. Kepa, Aspi, Fofana, lost to Sheik, Mudrik.
Right, while you
Oh,
go
you
through the
dumb.
subs,
Oh my
pick up
God,
DK
he's a-
saying my Twitter timeline is full of Juve fans hating Sandro. If that's Alexandro, not too surprised, but I still need to see the context.
Yo, Fatur, you really just said that. You've really just said that.
I never said that. Wait. I said
You-
7 players
Oh
of the
God.
7 players on the bench. 7 players on the bench. 5 can come
Okay,
on.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
You
That
can
makes
have
sense.
a
7
25.
I had to help you with that, but it's cool. DK also
That's
says got
Go
suspended
drink
on Twitter.
CO2, man. Go drink CO2.
Got suspended on Twitter for calling Lukaku a donkey. Really? You got suspended for that?
I
Exactly.
will
Twitter
make a
was a whole lot
post.
less
I will
cheap.
make a post right now. See if I get suspended.
I would, but I only got my account a few months ago.
Lukaku is more of a fatty boom ball.
And maybe it was just disrespectful to donkeys. Maybe a
Lukaku
donkey
is what
donkey.
Reece James if he's not gonna keep his hands out of a cookie jar.
And that's it, DK. You got reported by Havertz. He was offended by the donkey comments, so that makes sense.
Hey, you offended donkeys.
Yeah, why you offended Kai Havertz? Animal,
fucking hell,
spirit animal.
DK, man.
Can you
They're
imagine
gonna
Kai
call you a
Havertz has
fucking Havertz hater now.
what's the name of those animals that you're allowed to go with the airport and plane? But have the
Service dogs.
service dogs. Kai
Oh.
Havertz has a service donkey. He's allowed to
more
go
useful.
everywhere with donkey.
They kind of, but they say you kind of look like your pets.
Fucking hell.
We need to represent. We need to
Now we
respect
need
donkeys.
more donkeys. Big up Super Pochettino. Brighton and Brentford are showing interest in Broja.
Send him on loan to one of them. Would be good.
Probably
Loan,
makes
loan,
even
loan.
more
But we're gonna
likely
have to sell.
Tony's getting banned
You
then.
do still realize we're going to have to sell players or something, right?
Hey, I'm fine with
We've
it.
got about
Havertz,
15 other players. we
Havertz
can
is
sell.
not a donkey. Donkey's faster.
Donkey's faster and more reliable. Fair
And
enough,
has more
brother.
power in their legs.
It works hard.
Havertz has a bigger dick.
Definitely. I don't know about that one.
You don't know when he walks, he drags this.
There's not something called the Tijuana Kai show. It's the Tijuana Donkey show.
What was Daniel saying? Sorry if I missed it, but how would you all feel about Lukaku being given another chance? Grant he doesn't do anything stupid again. I don't mind.
I don't mind, but I heard he don't want to come back. I heard he categorically
He
don't
doesn't-
want to
he's
come back.
talking
He's
about.
already asking for the more credit in the bank for his wages, man. What do you
Yeah, he thinks we're like the government. He wants welfare.
I heard he don't want no part to come back.
There's no
He wants
Bernie
benefits.
Sanders in
That's
this.
what it was.
If it's true,
There's
though,
no
if
Bernie
it's true.
Sanders in this bitch.
Yeah, our fans still want him back.
Whether we want
Yeah.
Lukaku back,
I'm here for it.
whether
What's
we
his
want
name?
Lukaku or
Monster
I've
wants
seen, I've
Lukaku.
seen on Twitter a load.
Do you
of
know
people
the
on
reason
Twitter,
why
like,
Monster
I-
wants Lukaku? Because he thinks that somebody the size of the Monster gonna play for Chelsea.
I just said he wants someone built like him. That's
I
crazy.
also saw something about the
Pause.
Times reporting about ambitious bid for Victor Osimhen.
Did you find me the link where you can?
Alex,
play?
I found a
No?
lot of the links. There's a lot of them,
Okay,
Alex.
okay.
But you're gonna have to do research. Yeah, listen, I'm telling
I
you.
have to do it. You're the
yeah,
one that makes
I'm
the
telling.
statement.
Yeah, but if you don't believe me, that's your business. But that's the truth.
I
innit?
don't
That's the
believe
fact.
you.
Then that's your business, isn't it? That's your own business. What I'm saying to you, there is no minimum. There's no minimum required. Like if you do not register below 25, you're void from registration. Certain squads
I'm
may
not
not have
saying
up to
you
that.
avoid.
You,
You register your mama, you register your grandma, but you fulfill your duties.
So my point is, 25 a man squad is not the minimum you have to register. That was my point.
And I think he's gone up to 29.
No, it's still 25. You got homegrown. Out of that 25, 8 of them have to be homegrown talent. Obviously, the remaining 17 can be foreign. So, either way, how you want to do the math, depending on which team have how many.
Don't ask
homegrown players
Rodrigo to do
register.
the math. He's good at it.
But yeah, that's it though. I just want to make that point. That's all good.
Yeah, we agree on something. Just how we're gonna fulfill the 8 minimum homegrown players.
Well, that's very easy.
Just give
Hold
him
on.
fake registration.
I'm looking this up since nobody else will.
Did Lewis lost?
Cover more of his wage. Is this guy on crack? You're asking for more wages.
He wants us to cover more of his wages so he can fuck off back to Inter on loan again.
Yeah, you finesse the club, man.
Oh, man.
I'll say stick him under 21 and let him suffer his contract all the way till the end. What's the point? It's the same thing.
Exactly the same thing. You're still paying him anyway.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. Get rid. If that's the case. Just get rid. But do you reckon the manager can talk to him?
Fabrizio said the other day that we're signing a new 9 regardless of the Lukaku situation anyway.
I thought they were going to sit. Okay, because he did say that Lukaku's pushing for staying at Inter. Even his lawyers are trying to. Chelsea are not disturbing him because of his Champions League journey, what have you. And he still wants to push for Inter stay. Blah blah blah. Yeah. If that's the case, let's just bury it on the hatchet. Move on. New striker. Let's do it, man.
Osimhen or
no way. I don't want Osimhen.
I don't want this fan base to do that. I don't want this fan base to kill it.
Just so you know, there is no limit on your squad size.
Guys, I told you guys this before months ago. Osimhen is an industry plant. Osimhen is an industry plant. Yes.
Please respect my Nigerian brother. Please, I'm not gonna
stay away from Osimhen.
Slander my Nigerian brother. I'm not gonna sit here and have you slander, bro.
I told you, Osimhen is a product of Twitter merchants. Do not listen.
Twitter merchants, my bro.
Osimhen is destined to flop at Chelsea Football Club. I've seen this happen before. Just stay away from it. Just stay away from it, please.
No, you can go anywhere else. I just don't. I don't want to hear what will happen. You want to replace
him?
Martinez, someone else besides him?
No, not Martinez.
Nah, not Martinez. Nah, I'm not Jack.
Martinez.
He needs to play with another striker.
Brother, you think Martinez can hold the line by himself?
No way.
On FIFA, he can, so I guess, yeah.
Listen, I don't. As long as it's not Osimhen, I'm okay. Harry Kane, get Harry Kane. As long as it's not Osimhen.
Harry Kane,
bruh.
Yeah,
yes, easily. Are you high, bro?
Easily. What do you mean? Are you high? You go negotiate with Daniel Levy. You go negotiate with Daniel Levy.
I didn't think there was a striker we were less likely to be able to get than Osimhen, but then you mentioned
Tony, someone else. As long as it's not Osimhen, I'm happy.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Are you saying no to Harry Kane based on what? Based on Daniel Levy or based on your?
Based on Daniel Levy. Based on.
But that's not the conversation. The conversation is I will take what's his name, Harry Kane over Osimhen any day.
It's on ability, Kane over Osimhen.
Yeah, facts.
Okay.
So,
same as I'll take Tony over Osimhen.
Same thing.
Really?
But nobody's gonna.
Yeah, I'll take Tony over Osimhen, 100%.
Maybe it's my bias. It wasn't my brother.
I'm going to take even further. I'm taking Benzema right now over Osimhen.
Hold on a second. Kacher, hey, who is racist? Say it now, so we'll know who you're talking about. I've removed him from the chat. Who is racist? Answer in the chat, please.
I would take Holland over all.
If you're not answering, you're the one that's gonna be removed from the chat.
Holland is a different prototype. Holland was made in a factory. He's not human. That guy, it's a different breed.
Yeah,
Did
great.
you see what come out about Real Madrid just a minute ago? I thought they had no money, and they want in the summer they want fucking Alphonso Davies, Bellingham,
that's
and
an institution like Apple.
Bellingham's done.
They're a different breed.
Surely they can't get Mbappe and Alfonso as well.
They're not getting Mbappe. They've already said they're not paying what the transfer fee. It's like £240 million.
But didn't they offer that last year?
No. It's something huge. And plus they're going to play the release clause. They'll probably play the release clause and go get Holland when Benzema's done.
For all our sakes, I hope so.
Because that's where Holland wants to be anyway. It is what it is. Ain't too bothered by it.
So do you guys think Osimhen is overrated then? You think that this year has just been overrated, yeah?
He's a good player.
He's a good player. Not overrated.
There's a difference between overrated and worth the transfer fee. Nobody is worth the transfer fees that there's out there now. There's not one player worth 150 million euro, pound, whatever you want to say. There's not one of them.
He's rated for what he's done. I mean,
there's not a player worth 100. If that's what the value, if that's what the market dictates,
That's the market.
That's what it is.
And they paid
€80
million for him.
Not what they're worth. That's what they're worth.
That's the
what they're
market,
worth.
bro.
That's
We
what
can't
the market
dictate the
dictates.
market. That's the game, innit?
I think he needs another season to show
Like,
himself.
no, because I say it like this. You have watches that people pay $9 million for. It's a fucking watch. It tells the time. It ain't worth $9 million, but it's worth $9 million.
That's the market.
Because that's what the market dictates. You feel what I'm saying? I can wear a Timex or I can wear that $9 million watch. It does the same thing.
Well, you ain't gonna get robbed if you're wearing a Timex, though. If you wear a $9 million watch,
That's good as well. That's good.
That don't make a difference. That don't make a difference. But my point is, the market dictates what you worth. People keep saying these players are not worth 100 and something. Why aren't they? Look how much money is in football. No, but just look how much money is in football. Why the price and the value of everything else go up, but the value of the players stay the same? How? How is that fucking possible?
And their wages will have to stay the same.
The players are the asset. So how the value of everything in football going up except the player? The worst player value gonna go up, just like the best player value is gonna go up.
Yeah.
And we already know the current.
It's automatic. It's one. Name me the time when the value of the players went down.
Never.
Never.
It would have never happened.
Unless they're out of contract.
Exactly.
Lukaku, he joined us.
Even in a 1-year contract, all of a sudden it's harder to get the players. Like, look,
Jimmy,
if Mount is true, it's 70 mil for 1 year left on the contract. If Mount will go for that money,
70 mil, you know.
You see what I'm saying?
Y'all gotta remember. Listen, remember the money that Wayne Rooney went for?
35 million.
You know, Kevin Cruz is a banker guy. He did the inflation numbers. Wayne Rooney would have called at that time for what he went for, in today's value is $130-something million. And I think they only spent like 30 million or something, like whatever they paid for Wayne Rooney. Y'all just thinking in the terms of, oh well, Ronaldo cost such and such. That was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You can't go off of that. You have to go off. You do the inflation.
Yeah, remember when I first came to United States, the gas was 28 cents, $1.19 for a gallon.
Listen, I used to have a Mazda MPV back in 1999.
Damn, you're taking it back, man.
Gas was 96 cents a gallon.
How much is it now, Jimmy? How much is it now?
$3 and some change. $3.50.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm telling you? I remember I had a Mazda MPV. I used to put $5 in it, and me and my friends would drive around the entire
Day travel on the Oyster card used to be £2 back in the day.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
So,
but
Jimmy,
this is funny because gas prices actually go down sometimes. Football player, you will never will never see the prices go down.
I know y'all saying, "Oh, these players are not worth it." They are, because that's their value. Because
what about the report that said Chelsea scouts went to watch him against Monza at the weekend, and then apparently they were not impressed?
Who? Osimhen.
Yes, Osimhen. Yeah,
they just won the league.
I was not
impressed.
impressed. I was actually turned my head over Tony. I did not like Tony first. I thought he was too counter-attacking, but then I saw things he did that proved me that I like him. I like Tony over. I'll take Tony over everyone at this moment.
I'll take Tony over Osimhen because of the price difference. I don't think Osimhen is that much better of a player than Tony to pay that much of a difference in money.
Yeah, I don't think
that's what I feel.
And you see, the problem is with Osimhen, it's not about what's the name, price at all for me. I don't think he's good as a football player. I don't watch him a lot, but a couple of times I saw it, I wasn't impressed.
He's good. He is good. He's link up
proves you wrong.
I get what Alex is saying.
I hope he proves me wrong.
I hope, man.
You know,
that guy not striker.
I see people so afraid this time of like this state of age to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
What I want is to be proven wrong all the time on my things that I don't like at Chelsea at anything. I want to be proven wrong.
I bet you watch the Nigerian national team, right? you might say, right, when he played for Napoli, he has a lot more creative play. But when he played for Nigeria, how do you see him? He's almost useless. So imagine comes to a team.
Yeah, he relies on service, which is not a bad thing. Haaland which is one of the most prolific attackers we've seen in the history of football, needs service. It's not a bad thing. It depends on where you're going. For the reason why I'm against Osimhen and Trust Football Club right now is because we don't even have an identity, let alone creators or established players. It's going to be Lukaku 2.0.
Bro, that don't mean you sit around and just not get anybody. You bring in the pieces and you put it together.
I never heard of these guys.
This mindset that you have don't get a striker and then you get everything else. No, you get a fucking striker, bro. You bring it in. You bring everything that you need to go and get.
If Lukaku ain't coming in, we need someone, yo.
I understand what you're saying that, he needs service. Oh, well, he'll bring his ass in. And then you bring in the people to bring up.
I even thought we sorted that out, low-key, during the January, bringing these guys.
That guy that brought up the racist comment, you got 1 minute left, or you're gonna be banned from the channel. I promise you.
I don't think we're spending that much on Osimhen, though.
I don't think he's even coming to us. I think he's staying where he is.
He's staying at Napoli.
That owner is like Daniel Levy 2.0.
Yeah, he's staying at Napoli, man. He's got 2 years left. They might as well sell where they get the most money for him, which is
and he's still 23, 24. Nah, the guy's staying.
Like the Monaco team that got picked apart. This is what's going to happen to Napoli.
Napoli's not Monaco, bro.
What do you mean? They just won the first league in 30 years.
Yeah, but they're not going to get picked apart like Monaco. They're not going to get picked apart like Monaco.
Man United.
I don't think. Nah.
Kim has a release clause of 50 million. It's different. Kim release clause 50 million euros. You pay, you get him.
Yeah.
Osimhen release clause is in 100.
Osimhen goes for about 120 million.
Yeah,
euros.
exactly. So if you pay that, then you get him.
I think we will pay that.
I don't know.
Look, I don't think the like Chelsea.
We paid 100 million for Enzo. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but
it's the player that we're trying to build the team around.
Yeah, but we need a 9, Alex. We've all said we need a goal scorer.
So we need another player to build the team around.
No, I'm saying you pay the top money for the person that puts the ball in the net.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. And we didn't we just actually talked about the players that
don't even have a job. That dude's an awful journalist.
Any top striker.
Let's forget about Harry Kane because that guy.
That's harsh, Jester. That's harsh.
That is not harsh. That dude just makes shit up and writes it.
Who?
Nazar Kinsella. His new thing is Chelsea owners were worried about Pochettino's connections with Spurs, but the online support from the fans made that go away. They were trying to sign him when they fired Tuchel. They've been trying to sign him for a year. Think they're worried about what people say on Twitter? This guy is fucking done out here.
Yo, I tell you what.
Only
I'm not gonna lie. Only in European sports, this idea that Twitter moves owners. In America, we don't even think. We already know there ain't an owner nowhere sitting around worried about what the fuck a fan saying on Twitter.
Can you block this person that put it in a private chat permanently?
Only thing they care about is if Twitter is saying something about a player who's been arrested or
I don't like
like
people
that.
accusing somebody but not saying what we're accusing them of. Whoever did whatever he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. No worries.
It tends to be get to the point of stupidity. I'm sorry, children, but y'all don't have any say.
I don't even know who
anything,
he said it against. I just don't like when somebody accusing somebody of racism and then goes mute.
No, I hear it, bro. I hear it.
It's
anyway,
freedom of speech.
Facts, man.
Yeah, y'all are powerless to do anything about the club. So just tweet away. They don't give a shit what you have to say.
Yeah, because even if you decide not to go to the game, there's 20,000 people on the
So I can't claim
they will gladly take your place.
I
didn't even know that Osimhen is Nigerian.
No.
And I'm
Victor Osimhen.
Oh, you.
I know, right? I know you're holding on to that.
To give you a little hint, Nigeria is the best African country.
No.
Oh,
no, it's not.
Alex, you know.
Alex, I love my country bits. We're not the
No,
best
no,
African
no.
team.
I
That
agree.
died in the 90s.
Ivory and
For
Coast,
me,
man.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
okay.
died with Kanu and
all
Okocha.
right. Because, you know, yeah.
no, I'm saying Nigerians had the most. How you say it?
Okay. You haven't met
I've been
anybody.
talking to more Nigerians than anybody from that continent. So for me,
Okay.
Nigeria is the best country.
God bless you, Alex. God bless.
God bless.
I don't like
bless
this
you.
bias.
God bless America.
Nigeria.
Especially, I don't like Rodrigo. Where is Rodrigo from? Because they don't do math in that country.
I know Rodrigo's from. I know where Rodrigo's giving East Africa. He's giving. We don't like these Nigerian guys.
Yeah.
He's from where Obama Yang from Gabon.
Gabon. That's crazy. Never heard.
Yeah, Rodrigo is the country where they don't teach math. That's all I know.
Did you go over the reports on Ugarte?
Yeah, I saw that. Let me pull that up. Apparently, Chelsea have contacted Jorge Mendes and his team at Gestifut, or I don't know how you pronounce it, to register interest.
It's gonna be another long summer, guys. It's gonna be a long summer.
I love this.
He's another one with a release clause, though, isn't he?
Yeah, 50 million
Who's
euro.
George Mendes? Who's George Mendes?
The agent.
That super scout, super agent.
He's a super agent.
Yeah, he's a super agent.
He's quite good with Bolly, actually. He's the one that brokered the deal for Enzo and for João Felix.
And he was working on trying to get Rafinha too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
he was trying to.
I think they have a good relationship with with Todd Bolly.
Yeah,
Jorge Mendes and Pino Zahavi have a good relationship with Chelsea.
Oh yes,
he's probably the biggest agent, though, if I'm not wrong.
So both of them are pretty big agents.
Yeah,
Fraser, I saw that report. Do you notice that nowadays the best players used to be like the most Neymars and stuff? All of a sudden, what's the name? The agents are the ones that pushing.
I know, right?
For the clubs to sign.
Yeah.
That's
Speaking of Neymar,
I hope none of you are like buying this Neymar trope.
No.
Yes, I was about to bring up. I don't want
Like,
I don't want Neymar.
Yeah.
Where we are now in our season.
Neymar is the last person. Even the last person shouldn't even be Neymar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
the only attacker we're seeing is
I'm just saying, like how big is the foul for Neymar? Actually, he made such a wrong decision by going to PSG.
Yeah, the only attacker we're going to buy this summer is going to be a striker.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah.
unless like wingers leave and attackers do leave.
Even if a winger leaves,
we could bring a winger.
Well, you can count them up. You've got Mudryk, you've got Madueke.
Sterling.
There's two. You got Sterling. There's three. Those are all tipped to stay.
Also,
and then you have Nkunku and João Felix. That's 5.
The coach that we have, coach historically, never plays with traditional wingers per se. He lacks his full backs to provide the width. From like if you literally watch all the Poch teams, he hardly have touchline wingers. So even if we lose wingers, he lacks them inverted in. So you'll have an Nkunku playing out wide, but it will be centrally, Mudryk, whatever. So
they're going to play somebody out wide, but centrally. Okay,
yeah,
I got that logic. Yeah, you can't play out wide. Play centrally.
No.
You can be
so
inverted.
basically the wingers they're gonna cut in on the inside.
Yeah.
So you play with inverted wingers like everybody does.
No, the wingers are going to be false wingers in 2 years. Trust me.
Again for asking the question, but I'm gonna ask it again. Are we certain Nkuku's coming in June?
Signed, sealed,
signed, sealed, and delivered. Yeah.
Yes, with his blood. Come on, man. Let's move on from this.
Bro, Jimmy,
blood.
Say nothing.
He's a Chelsea player, bro.
Alright, cool. I ask in a dag. Say no more.
Yeah, brother. Like it's been reported. Like Fabrizio.
I don't. Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever seen Fabrizio.
Well, you take him, Fraser.
I don't think nothing Williams can happen. If you're worried about a Williams situation, it's not happening.
Alright, cool.
I hear ya. Jimmy is smoking. He doesn't say on his smoke what he's smoking. It's just
it's mullen leaf. Yeah, it's mullen leaf. What's wrong with that?
CBD, man.
No, mullen
cigarettes.
is not CBD. Mullen is a whole different herb. For your
right.
reputation.
Put me on, man. We getting them. What do you guys think about Julian Alvarez, though? That's someone who I
Too small. The
Julian
guy is too
Alvarez play for
small.
Man City. He ain't going
And he's
nowhere.
Argentinian. These
He's
guys
not
are
going
short.
anywhere.
Remember, Rory, I don't want no short
One at a
brothers.
time.
Yeah.
What happened? What happened to the guy that the Mexican?
What
guy
happened to Jimmy Sealing?
Alvarez.
Hey. Hey.
Oh,
What happened to your
Jimmy
sibling,
Silic
brother?
used to have a poster with his son in that room. I remember he said that. His son used to live in that room, right, Jimmy?
He took the
And he
mirrors
had
down
posters.
finally.
Yeah.
He had you know, the LED lights the kids have?
Yeah. I remember you still.
But
Yeah,
he
yeah.
used the damn tape that rips off the drywall. So,
Oh,
yeah.
You
that
give him
tape.
5 across the eyes.
That's why he
No,
don't live there anymore.
He's in the military and he's 23. I don't think I want to take that fight on. Yeah, you all right? I'll replace it when I'm ready. I'll paint it. I'm okay.
Дмитрий Живица, возьми его себе, если хочешь, блядь.
Oh,
Oh
привет.
shit. Oh shit.
Привет.
No,
Oh,
Dmitry
yeah.
Живица said he want Mount welcome to Liverpool. I don't disagree with you.
Oh,
Я
did y'all
заплачу
see
за его переезд сам, блядь.
welcome.
I don't
Uber
know if y'all
drive.
talked
I will
about
pay
it,
for
the
his
banner.
Uber.
The silver
Buy
banner?
one Roadrunner, get one Roadrunner free.
I think the new people in for Gallagher are Newcastle.
Yeah, I
No.
see that. Just they have been linked with him.
And you know what? He fixed him.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's an
So
Eddie Howe
does,
player.
so
Yeah.
does technically so does Mount will fit at Liverpool.
No,
Yeah,
Newcastle.
I'm talking about Gallagher and Newcastle. He would be a good.
He'll
He'll
fit
fit
him.
right
Yeah.
Yeah.
into what they do.
He will
Yep.
fit them. So does, like I said, so does Mount will fit
Mount and Liverpool works. Yeah.
Liverpool.
Actually, they work everywhere but at Chelsea.
Yeah, they don't fit it. They don't fit with us. That's crazy.
But I still think Mount will resign. I still think Mount will resign.
I don't.
Well, I mean,
I
there's a
think
place.
Poch will convince him.
There's a place for Mount with us. I just don't see him starting. I don't see where.
That's the
he's starting.
trouble. And in Poch's system, where if he starts, where like in not in
He
the
would
two
only
field,
sixes.
somewhere
he
on
could
the
only
field.
play as a 10.
Yeah, but Alex, if he plays the 2 6s, Mount in a 6 doesn't work. And then in a 10, you got
You play him
Nkunku.
on the right wing.
Yeah, potentially right wing. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, yeah, he's a right wing. So you would start him over.
No, I wouldn't
Kai
start him.
Havertz
I
is
wouldn't.
still on the
Oh
freaking
no, he
bench.
ain't starting. He ain't
I
I
wouldn't
starting.
think
start him.
if he was to start, I think he'll play the 10, but he would drop in a midfield and make it 3 and help them out off the ball.
A 10 is a midfielder.
What, and then Nkunku
Yeah.
on the
I
right?
ju- you see, I understand the way that what's his name wants to play 4-2-1,
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1.
What did he want?
But I do know that he does switches to 4-3-3 sometimes, and it's not set in stone the one Poch wants it. So it all depends on
But
how
I saw
Poch
somewhere they
wants to
say
start.
close to 90%.
I want
time he
to
play
finish my
4-2-3-1.
sentence, Rodrigo. So what I'm trying to say is I don't like the managers that play only one way, like Pep Guardiola. I like him to play the way he wants to play all the time for consistency, but I like him to be changing to 4-3-3 time to time,
Got
just
flexible.
to be flexible. And you need to have a personnel for it. That's why you have 25-man squad.
Well, he also plays a 3-4-3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We need to,
so
I'm with Alex. I like the flexibility. I hate managers who play one way.
no,
That's
I'm saying like pick the system, the one you play every time. But if things don't go way,
You have a plan
play
B.
the play. Yeah,
He played a
That's what
3-4-3
fucked up.
with Tottenham.
Yeah.
That's what fucked
Towards
up.
the end.
Happy
Towards
you,
the
man.
end, yeah.
Arsenal have one way for player, and if you shut that shit down, Arteta don't have no change up. He has no change up. Yeah,
Because
that's the problem.
he thinks because Pep actually does change things.
Yeah,
He
Pep will.
does.
Yeah,
Sometimes
he does.
too much.
Yeah, sometimes he go too far. You're right.
Yeah,
Sometimes he'll go too far.
Sinalep, what's
Yeah.
the silencio?
Like at the final
Explain.
2021
What's the
Champions League final.
silencio? Who's silencio?
When,
Anybody knows?
remember,
who's-
Pep had Bernardo
That
Silva
means
playing
silence
left
and
back
smash.
or
Yeah.
right back.
I can't
Yeah, well, look what he's
I
done with
can't-
John. Look what he's done with John
he's-
Stones. He's playing John Stones.
He had
John
um,
Stones,
like
look
a
where he
midfielder
turned
now.
John. John Stones
Yeah.
is a fucking
John-
midfielder, man.
He's-
And not only and he plays it well. He don't just play it. He plays
Yeah, he plays it
well.
really well. Yeah, he's a brilliant player.
Yeah, he's a brilliant
Who?
yo, what he
John
did with
Stones.
Gundogan
John
and
Stones.
Kevin De
Who?
Bruyne.
John Stones.
John
That's
Stones.
what I like. This is for the first time I actually see Pep think that you
Mhm.
cannot go for the same way, like riding the waves, thinking like there's no plan B. You have
You
to
gotta have a
adjust.
plan B.
You
You
have to adjust to the.
He
and
always
he
had plan
did
Bs.
it, And
Klopp's
No,
finally
Pep-
done
I
the
just
same
want-
thing.
No,
you know those fizzy drinks that you like to drink. I sometimes, kid, I just want to.
No, you're wrong.
His
You say he
style-
plays
his-
one
his
way,
style-
and
his
you're
style
saying he
is
finally
trash.
changed stuff. Hold on. What he did with Gundogan last season playing false nine, he did it with Kevin De Bruyne playing false nine. He always just changed stuff. You just don't notice it.
He just had Alvarez play in the midfield last game.
His style remains the same, though, isn't it? His style.
That's my point. His
No,
style is the same. It doesn't matter. You change your personnel, but it doesn't change the substance
He
of
still
the
likes
team.
the style, yeah. Yeah, I see what Alex is saying.
Klopp has finally changed his style too. He's taken.
Oh, he suddenly
Trent and
invented
put him
the
in.
inverted
He's
right
put him
back,
in the
yeah.
midfield,
The 3-2-2-3.
and
That's what we're
everyone's
going to
rolling.
do with the Cookie Monster on our team. Watch him playing in the midfield beside what's his name? You'll
Enzo.
see it. You'll see it.
Who's the Cookie Monster?
Rhys
Rhys
James.
James.
I said it. I said, yo, we should make this guy a midfielder.
I'm telling
Put him in
you,
midfield,
watch.
No,
gentlemen, I gotta bounce.
no,
Y'all have a
no,
good
See
one.
you, see, Jester. You
See you
have
later.
to-
Take care, brother.
You don't
Take
no,
care,
no,
Jester.
no.
Take care.
We seen Rich
And-
James as a
and-
midfield
and
man.
Alex-
He was thinking, no, hold on. No.
He's not having it. He's not having it.
I don't want to reach James in the midfield, man. No way. No.
What? It
Why
will
not?
cook.
Why not?
Fatou.
Why not?
No.
It will cook.
He can probably play it better than
Have you
most
seen-
people.
Have you seen the last time we
Rhys
seen
James
that?
would cook.
We've
I'd
actually
be saying-
seen.
I don't know, man.
We've actually
Yeah,
seen
healthy.
Reece James playing a midfield with Chelsea. I think it was two
Yeah.
games
He
under
can do
Tuchel.
it. He can
Yeah,
do
we've
it.
seen
I
it.
think he can do
He played it
it.
at Wigan.
I'm
I
not
like that.
saying that's gonna be his primary role. I'm just saying you'll see it eventually.
You'll
I'm
see
just
it.
saying.
That's
He
what
can.
he said. Yeah, relax. Yeah, he's
I'm not saying he
he's
could be as good as Trent in midfield or as good as Kimmich from going from right back into centre.
Or Philip
I'm not
Lahm.
saying-
By the way,
Or
Kimmich.
Philip
Kimmich,
Lahm.
My God,
Yeah.
that kid is so good.
Kimmich is a
Do you know what I
Kimmich
mean,
can play
Alex?
any
That guy
position.
is like, what
can
the
play
hell?
any
And I remember Pep Guardiola
No,
just
hold on.
morphing him.
I-
Oh, fucking hell.
Casado. Did y'all see Casado against Arsenal?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
quality.
guy.
And at right back as well.
Now I see why they wanted him. Now I see why the hype. I see the hype.
I'm sorry.
I see the hype in him and Lavia now.
I'll take him over Rice.
I
I'm
love
sorry. I'm sorry.
Who?
Give me my chocolate midfielder. Casado, man.
Caicedo.
Oh yeah, Casado is number one. Yo, I was asked the question yesterday on the stream. I was like, I want my midfield to be like Jimmy said, a BLM. But the people were, oh my god! And I don't have Jimmy to defend me there. Yeah.
I should have been here. I'm sorry, man. I was resting
Same.
up. I had a long weekend. Yo, I'm listening to Casado.
Niggas in the midfield.
That's right, man.
No, that's not what I
Watch
meant.
it.
What I meant is, yeah, I'm not.
Don't worry about it, Alex. He can say that.
I know what
Players
you
with
meant,
strong
Alex, my bro.
mentality.
Don't worry, man. I know what you meant, my bro.
Why don't we just say
wanted-
black players?
I just want to
Listen.
say them.
Nah, I don't like to say that. I like to say chocolate midfielders, baby.
Yeah, I like the chocolate midfielders, but yeah.
Mag and Poch saying we got a chocolate midfield.
Another thing, it's I have a higher, how you say it?
Reverence, respect.
No. Like appreciation of the kid that came from the country, not
From nothing.
subdivision.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like
mentality is different.
the mentality is different.
definitely
Do you think Rice came in from poverty, like Rice or not Rice? Yeah, Rice. What's his name? What's his name?
Declan
Rice?
Rice.
Yeah. Do you think?
Yo, you see Go AM's comment? He said my
Yeah,
midfield is
big
Pep
up Goyam saying Jimmy's
Pep
midfield.
don't like
Pep
black
not.
players, man.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Get rid of all his brothers, man. I think maybe
Allegedly, he's racist. Allegedly, he's also racist.
Capital allegedly.
It's just
Capital
because they were
allegedly.
saying last summer he was getting rid of every black player in the city.
But when there's the rumors
Leave
about
him
young
alone,
Toure.
please.
Like,
Nah,
what?
Nathan Ake's still there. He loves Ake.
And a
He loves
Kanji.
Ake. A Kanji, yeah. He loves a Kanji too. He plays a Kanji. A Kanji's a beast too. God damn, Man City could
He's
scout.
a quality player, Kanji. Yeah, they got him for cheap and
They
all.
can scout. Yeah, they got him for like
that Akanji kid, man, he's one of the best center backs.
Bozo jeans, but my God,
He called Pep Jim Crow. That's crazy.
Oh my! Why did I even bring that up? I don't know. Big up Sean saying how much would Kimmich be? Seems like he's untouchable
Nah,
at buying
that's-
because no one ever goes for him. And I
Yeah,
think
that's
buying would
untouchable.
be pricey.
Yeah,
living.
That's
Contract.
300 million
Contract.
right there, bro.
Is he a Bavarian? Bavarian as well? Like, yeah.
Till 2025.
Put the correctness into everybody.
Maybe have a conversation next year on Kimmich, but not this summer.
I don't see that. I see he's there for life, like them man there.
I hear it, but 1 year left in the summer. If he hasn't re-signed by then, you can test the waters a little bit.
No, yeah, true. No,
every Man City if he leaves anyway.
As an outcome. Fuck that.
I'll take Gundogan.
Just like every player you give in like a first season free, same thing with the good performers like Akanji. Next season is going to be the real check on him, because when you come to a league, sometimes you just overdo it, so you kind of like die down the next season.
The thing with him though is Pep signing.
So we'll see how he does it. How he will
he's
still be
adjusted straight away.
He adjusted straight away. That's how usually, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
there's a type of players that sometimes they come in strong and then they die out.
They fade away.
Opposite is some other players, like you need like some of them the first season and then the second season they come out and stuff like that. By the way, on the people saying how Pep used the Gundogan. I think Gundogan in a clutch moment for City was more important than ever De Bruyne was.
Yeah,
not consistency, but in the clutch moments.
He done it last season, Alex, as well.
Like, no. If you think about it, how many times De Bruyne was injured, and who picked up the slack? And it was like symbolist.
Speak on it.
You see what I'm saying? Gundogan, I think the Gundogan is actually the one that's most important for the City's success within the years than De Bruyne was. Because every time people saying De Bruyne was going to get injured and City will fall down, actually never happened.
Yeah.
Because the Gundogan was the one that...
Remember last year he scored a ton of goals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Jimmy. Last season he was the man as well.
You know that year when City were like 12th in the table, and then this guy out of nowhere kept scoring and scoring.
Yeah.
Right.
2020. I
think he's going Barcelona in the summer by the looks of it as well.
I think we're gonna resign him for another year.
I think.
Yeah, I was just about to say, or add to that. If they let him go, I think there'll be a big L for them. If they don't,
I don't think they want to let him go. I think,
and I don't think they want to let him go. Especially look at the clutch he's done over the last game or so. Yo, that 32-year-old staying.
Hold on, let me go find that tweet. I think he scored or assisted in like the last 7 or 8 games or something.
Can you imagine? And he's got that passion as well. You know.
I want to ask you as a question. You know, because Alex brought up the Kevin De Bruyne Gundogan thing. When we rank players, right? Let's say for De Bruyne, Premier League all time, whatever, right? Should your importance to the team matter in how we rank players? If your manager can just replace you and the team still wins major trophies, I don't know how I should rank you all time. It's like, if Gundogan can do the same thing as you and get the job done and you're out, it's like, I'm not sure. For me, Frank Lampard...
In the consistency level, it's important sometimes for league titles. The consistency, the weekly, and the tournaments are the ones that you're talking about that he can continue. I never saw Gundogan in consistency because De Bruyne was the one always on a consistency level. But it was always, look, this is why it's hard to actually take the individual player in the team sport. It's so freaking impossible to actually do, because you have to think of you have to have like, who played beside him. What good of a team. It's like Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard was always playing with Alonso. Just think about it. Eden Hazard was always playing with Alonso. And he was always playing on another winger on the right side like William. Like, if you give Chelsea a threat on the right side when Eden Hazard was a threat on the left side, not same, but at least better. You see what I'm saying? Like,
so they can
for example, like Messi and Neymar and Suarez. What the fuck? Like, what did Eden Hazard will do to have that kind of partnership? You know what I'm saying? Those things are never spoken about.
You know, Hazard for all his time at Chelsea, he's never played with an overlapping left back for all his time at Chelsea. Ashley Cole was already on his way out.
Ashley Cole was done, yeah.
And Mourinho, Equator as a left back that never really overlapped, and then we got Alonso, who was really bad.
Yeah.
Wow. If you Chilwell.
Like
Felipe
like
Luis.
Salah and Mane had each other at the same time. Like,
Do you remember Felipe Luis? Did he overlap? No.
Hazard.
He
Yeah,
just,
no.
he just came
Yeah.
and chilled.
But
Nice long
but
hair.
that's
Yeah.
why. But that's
But he
why
never
us
got
as
the starting
Chelsea
chance.
fans.
Yeah.
That's
think
why
he really
us as
considered
Chelsea
bringing
fans
him
who actually watched every game and not just watched his GNA, we know he carried the team.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people from the outside looking in, they're not gonna realize, oh, he carried the team. They'll just name off the players that were there and say, oh, you had this player and that player, but they don't realize they didn't help. They didn't help him be a better player. As if he was there with prime Drogba and prime this or prime
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? He wasn't with those
Everybody.
guys.
Who was the Liverpool one of the greatest midfielders? It's easy.
Gerrard.
What's his name? Gerrard,
Gerrard.
right? And where did Gerrard play? Like his box to box, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who was the one that everybody don't like nobody pay attention that
Alonso.
Xavi Alonso.
Xabi Alonso.
allowed him to do what he did? Was Xavi
Even,
Alonso?
even
One
before
of
that,
the most-
the Harman.
One
Big
of my
facts.
favorite Premier League midfielders. Man, I was like, oh man, Xavi Alonso is one of
You
my
remember when
favorite
Benitez
players.
tried to sell him to get Gareth Barry?
Who? Alonso?
Yeah. He
Did
tried
he?
to get Gareth
Fucking
Barry.
hell.
But it's the same thing, Alex. With they always talk about Xavi and what's the next one name?
Iniesta.
And it's like, look who's behind him, bro.
Busquets.
You know, look who's behind him. I mean, without him,
The
none of that
unsung
works.
hero.
Same thing.
But
with
Mudryk, Kroos, and
Lampard.
Casemiro.
Same thing with Ballack. Even though I never felt the Ballack was
Yeah,
the
Ballack.
one ever at Chelsea. I never rated him at
Oh,
Chelsea
I did.
because I
I
thought he
did.
was at the end of his career. He was a quality midfielder, but not in time for Chelsea. But who was behind him? Bisson,
And
Mikel,
Essien, man.
Makaleli. There's
Hilarious.
the players that's why I said Bisson.
Yeah,
Because
Essien,
he
yeah.
allows them to do what they can do the best.
Whatever they want. Yeah, you can basically
Whatever
do
they
whatever you
want.
Yeah,
They
One of
whatever
my
they
want.
want.
favourite ever Chelsea players.
But at the
Essien.
same time, you will not see Lampard leave defensive midfielders in a transition to be split in transition. They will work, make sure that the teammates do not get exposed. You don't
Get
see this
exposed.
thing now. Like you literally, this is why I was so frustrated with Jorginho, because when he get beat, it's it. The running is done. He's not even trying to get back in the position. Same with Kovacic. At the same time, sometimes I'm looking at him like, dude, at least make look like your cheeks are moving. You see what I'm saying? Like do something. You
Like a
don't know
recovery
how
run,
the player gonna take the first touch.
Yeah, you got to at
That's a
least,
fact.
like my coach used to say, you got to at least spook the player. If you running with
Yeah.
aggression, you think you coming, so his mind, he worried about you.
And there's nothing drives me most annoyed as a defender when I see attacking player loses possession of the ball and just not even trying to get it back, not even trying.
That's fucking annoying.
I will scream. I will not do that. I will yell at him. Sometimes I lose my shit and I will yell at him during the game. But believe me, in the dressing room, I will let him know. If you learn how to dribble, learn how to get the ball from the guy that took it away from you.
Yeah, that's
because
a good
you
shot by
leave me
Guam as well. You know.
one-on-one against them. This is why I'm talking about whenever everybody. Oh, Madueke is so good. Madueke is that. He's taking on players. Yes, he's a young kid. He should do that. But he also should take responsibility for not doing for taking the wrong pass, not doing the wrong pass, and track back and get it. Second game that he did, he improved a lot. He went all the way back. He made the tackles. That's how you learn the game. That's how you play for a team, not individual.
That's kind of similar with the Mason Mount. Like everyone's giving Mason Mount all this credit, but Conte is the one that's putting all this work in the midfield and stuff.
Well, Conte was on the bench, injured a lot. So when that doesn't happen, even Mason Mount did it. I will not
Conte's
say
been
Mason
putting
Mount
in
loses
work.
possession and does not take it back. Mason Mount is not one of them. He's not good going forward, creativity-wise. You can say that, but don't. But he will go back. Don't put the lies on the kid.
Yeah. You know who remind me of?
We'll get a foul as well and try and
Haaland,
rectify it,
Foden.
yeah.
If you don't see Haaland and Foden takes responsibility, Super Pochettino, you don't see Haaland in the middle, slide tackle. First of all, I wasn't talking about the center forwards, man. I was talking about the midfielders.
It was Haaland meant to run back to the fucking defence every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus,
I did see him do a defensive header, knock the ball out the box and for a counter.
From set
I
plays
did see him
and
do,
stuff.
I did see him do that. I was
Exactly.
like,
If anything, Mason Mount is actually known for his work ethic. He's not the lazy player, man.
Did you guys rate Mikel?
Even Grealish
100%. You can't
exactly.
Oh, I love
man,
but
Grealish,
and I hate that
we
break.
gotta be honest. Grealish is one of the best. I see him come take ball. Like wingers be thinking they about to take a defender 1-on-1, and Grealish come and say, "Give me that right off their fucking foot."
Did you see his defensive performance against Liverpool?
People in here was like, "What? What?" I said, "Grealish is having a."
He stopped them going 2-0 down, Sage, didn't he?
Yeah, his defensive performance on Liverpool was actually so good. He was actually a better defender than Van Dijk that game, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, man.
He's been brilliant this season, Grealish, as much as I hate him.
Van Dijk hasn't been the same since his injury. Since
I
Pickford
think
put him in a spliff.
Van Dijk
Yeah,
is
man.
done,
I think Pickford put him in a spliff, and that was it, man.
I don't understand the drop off because even when he came back from the injury, he was still top 5 defenders, centre backs. And when he came back,
it takes his toll. It takes his toll, and
I
he's
get that.
old as well, bro. He played a
the
lot of
midfield
games.
downfall. I think it's related.
I don't know,
to
Alex,
downfall
because
of
if
the
you watch
midfield.
him, he lets people run past him so easily now.
Yeah, when he gets the
man.
When he gets the 1-on-1 defending,
he used to be a boss.
He used to be the boss. He used to be the Rolls Royce, and his age as well. Yeah, I think it's gone.
Yeah, remember when he was the greatest defender in the Premier League history? Remember that conversation?
And plus, listen, it's done for him. It's done for, and he played a lot of games last season. A lot. They went to how many finals?
And
they went to every final, didn't they?
That Klopp system, it takes its toll.
Yo. They needed that Canute to supplement for a little bit.
Yeah, Alex brought up about the defensive midfielders, how the impact they have on allowing advanced midfielders to do their thing. We also need to remember they also help the defenders. And Fabinho, the moment Fabinho completely was gone, Van Dijk started looking, I don't know, like question marks all over the place.
Fabinho, it was Matip.
Matip?
I thought it was Gomez, really. That was
the team was really important for them.
No, I think it's.
He was good, but he was a good defender, Matip. He was just injury prone, wasn't
he? Yeah, he's always hurt.
Hang up, Jem.
Yeah, remind me of Essien, Caicedo, man. I was watching. I was like, this is.
Has he got the physicality of an Essien?
Yes.
Has he got the brutality? Essien used to do some wild
nastiness
shit, bro.
of South American.
Like if you doing tricks and shit, his tackle that he comes in with.
Yeah,
it's like
over.
That's what I used to do. If person does too many step overs, I just cut his. Do this somewhere.
And he does it smart. He doesn't do it like out of anger. Like
I did it out of anger. I was
Remember,
I love Caicedo, man.
Right back.
You know what I like about him as well, Jimmy?
Champions League final.
Did you see the game the other day?
Ronaldo, the whole game.
Sorry, Rodrigo. Go on.
Against Arsenal?
No, against Ronaldo. Champions League final. 2008. Essien was the right back in that game. And
he was.
No, I thought he was talking about Caicedo this thing.
I was saying in the Arsenal game when, if you notice, Martinelli took one of their players straight out, and Caicedo was like, "I ain't getting away with that."
And he came straight back for him.
Yeah.
And what? He got his leg back. He got his leg back.
How many times what's his name? Lampard did that to the players on purpose, sliding tackle just to let them know like he cannot take on our players.
Yeah, he did that at Anfield. Remember, we did that in Anfield and he got sent off. Who did he do that to? Was it Xabi Alonso or was it?
You gotta do that shit, man. You gotta get that foul back.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
This is why NHL players have those bullies on their team every time.
Essien did it in a Champions League game. He just went. He didn't even go for the ball. He just went for man's ankle. I was like, bro.
Essien's in my top 5 players of all time.
Bro,
I fucking loved Essien.
Aye, that guy was.
He was an absolute beast.
Man, I thank God for Leon. I thank God for the deal in Thiago. I thank God. I thank God for that.
Yeah.
I still think for me, Mikel was.
Mikel, do you remember the game we was 2-0 down at Old Trafford under Benitez, and he brought on Mikel at half time, and everyone was like, "What's he bringing fucking DM on?" And he was massively important to us coming back to get the draw.
John Obi.
Was that FA Cup, isn't it?
FA Cup, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we beat him in the replay,
Yeah.
No, man.
6 or 7, right?
The guy said Tielemans is the luxury player.
No, it couldn't have been. We had Rafa Benitez.
No, it was
Spurs and then in the cup, and then we beat them in the replay.
Yeah, we beat them at home. Demba Ba scored. No, it
Demba
was
Ba scored.
wasn't-
Yeah.
Oh no, that's United. That's United.
Yeah.
I think Mourinho then, because
We
Demba
was
Ba.
2-0 down at Old Trafford. Fergie
No,
was
because
still
that Spurs game, that was one of my first ever matches. First ever ones that I watched.
Yo,
Everyone was crazy.
Y'all guys' memory on specific games is fucking amazing.
Oh,
man.
I'm memory
no,
on
I
games.
remember so much.
I remember
Amazing.
most games.
A random cup
Yeah.
match in 07.
You know,
You
there's
know.
a game I'll never forget.
I'll tell you about a league game on Boxing Day against Reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Shit show that game.
I remember.
Absolute
Oh,
shit show.
06-07, the 2-2.
Yeah.
Bro, I was there. Shit show
Yeah.
that game.
You know,
Shit
yeah,
show.
that-
Like,
Drogba scored twice. That's all I remember.
one of you guys will start the conversation, and then the next one to add the next detail. And then the
Shevchenko and
next one.
Balak. No,
I'm sitting here and amazing, and like every now and then it'd be a game that I remember, and I'd be like, "Oh shit, I remember that. I remember that."
Do you remember Charlton and Jason York? I remember going up there on Boxing Day in 2003, and they smashed us.
oh, that's a bit. Oh,
that's a bit.
Yeah.
No, Xavi, that was the upper game.
03.
That was
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I'm an old man. So.
Yeah. No, you're taking it back. You're taking it back, mate. I
2008.
could go back to 5 or 3, mate. Fucking hell.
Remember in 2008? Yeah,
Rodrigo. Oh no, your mic's going. Your mic's fine.
Oh, so is it okay now?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, in 2008, yeah, we had a game in hand against Wigan. I think it was the midweek game. We drew 1-0. I'll never forget that game.
Emil Heskey equalizer, bro.
Yeah.
Is that when we kept drawing? Is that when we went turning up against Reading as well, like a week later?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it was.
remember that. It was just the most standard 1-0 enter.
And then we lost the title by 2 points.
Then we drew to Bolton on the last day as well.
But that,
We didn't help ourselves.
game was just useless because United had a better goal difference.
Or when we smashed Wigan,
Yeah,
we smashed
but
Wigan
them
on the
days,
last
man,
day. to
United,
win the
the
title.
who
Wigan
can
game that
compete?
fucked
You had
us,
a Tevez, Ronaldo, Rooney, Jason Park engine, bro. Like, I mean,
And back in
who's
the days,
competing?
I think they used
Like,
to
See
what
the
the hell?
difference between us and Liverpool fans, though. We don't moan about it.
they used to pay the ref.
That is-
I remember that the United were playing Wigan. Yeah, they were given the bogiest penalty ever.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I remember that. And Giggs,
Ryan
weren't
Giggs scored. I was
Ryan
like,
Giggs
how is
scored,
that penalty? It wasn't even a handball.
Yes, we have, bro.
Still pains me, man. They literally stole the title from us.
Viagra.
We went toe to toe with that Man United side. We should have been in back-to-back European finals against United as well. With Barcelona.
Yeah. Let's just not.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to
That really does hurt. That hurts.
I'll tell you what hurt.
That really
I'm not sure
does
about
hurt.
you guys. I know it's about
That
team,
really
but
does hurt.
one of the worst memories I had was when Oscar left, man.
Really? Oscar?
Like,
I was
I
pissed
actually
about it.
almost cried. I almost cried, actually, because
I mean,
I
was
rated
pissed
that guy
about
as
it.
much as Hazard. People forget how close Hazard and Oscar were when they were both playing at Chelsea Football Club.
He was good. He was.
Mad-
I was
mad
pissed
call.
about it. I was pissed about it too. And in hindsight, I don't know. He just went for the money. China was popping at the time. Everyone was going China. Graziano Pele. Them man,
I
they
remember
went
Graziano
straight to
Pele,
China.
yeah.
They went straight to China.
The
ASAP.
Southampton player, no, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was killing it at Southampton before he went there. Everyone's doing it. So I
He
guess
was
it was just a
Ramirez.
crack.
You know how we sold Mata.
Ramirez, where did that one? I
Ramirez
don't know
went
why.
to China. Where did
I don't
Ramirez
know
go?
why we did that. I don't know why. I don't know what it was with Ramirez. I really
The
Where did he
reason
go
why
from
we
us?
lost Mata is because of Oscar.
Yeah, because Jose
Yeah.
wanted a 10 to work hard.
Oh,
And the reason why we lost De Bruyne was Oscar.
oh.
Yeah.
So you
Do you
hold
remember
that,
the
you fizzy drinking love.
But it's
Oscar
okay.
lover.
We move. We've
Remember
won
the-
titles since then.
I wanted both of them to say Kevin De Bruyne and Oscar, but it is what it is. We move.
That preseason KDB was on fire. I thought this kid is amazing. And then
Who, Oscar?
no KDB, because Oscar
Oh,
was,
yeah. Sorry,
Oscar was playing for Brazil at the Olympic when we signed him.
Yeah.
KDB was really good in that preseason.
Was Oscar's debut the Juve game where he scored that banger?
No, that was his debut
Yep.
in the Champions League.
Was it his Champions
No.
League debut?
Yeah, Champions
Yeah,
League.
'cause
Was it Champions League debut? No, I
Yeah,
swear it
yeah.
was his straight debut.
Was it?
Nah.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
think it was
it
his
was.
straight
Yeah, it
debut. I thought it was his first debut.
Someone-
He scored two. One of them was a banger.
Someone in the comments just said Mason Mount might be better than Oscar. Please
oh,
delete
no.
your account. Please
No,
delete your
he's
account.
not. It's nowhere near him. Oscar had ability on the ball, man.
Oh.
Mount hasn't.
Oscar, Brazilian. The fact that we had a Brazilian 10 was just gassed enough for me. Like, what?
You remember the goal he scored?
Bro,
past
that
QPR
season
or
just-
Fulham?
And that
makes
is
me feel
celebration.
so sad.
It's L.
Because Look at the players that we had. We had Lampard, we had Mato,
Deco.
we had Oscar, Hazard.
We had Deco.
Bruv, I saw a comp of when we beat West Ham 2-0.
Yeah, I watched you put that up. Yeah.
Some of the passages of play, I was, bruv. And you look at what we have now.
Well,
cry, innit?
Can you believe it? People say
what we did to Mata was.
Oscar had one like he executed the shot. It was a goal. I'm not sure, but it was like outside the foot. But like the angle was so stupid.
I think.
It wasn't this stupid, man. It's actually easy.
No, I think I'm gonna have to watch the goal again.
Yeah, I know what he did. His right-footed player that couldn't wrap up with his right foot, so he had to go outside foot. That's not as hard as it is.
You'll be at home.
Yeah, 1-0, I think.
Oh, Marco Marin. Hey.
I think Charlotte's underrated. Every time I watch Havertz, I get to appreciate Charlotte.
What happened? He just went away for a long time, innit? Just what was it? Injury or something?
Yeah, he was injured. We got him from what?
We won the UCL and got Hazard and Oscar, and they were just like, "Well, it's a bit tough."
Do you remember when we signed Claudio Pizarro?
Yeah, 2008.
Pizarro.
You know, he only
and I got that jersey.
He was like 37, I think.
No. Goals against Birmingham.
No, he was like 37. Guillaume. It was like
mid-20s or something.
No,
I think he was older than that.
It was older than that. It was, I'll say like 30s, yeah, but not like it was probably like around that Shevchenko age.
Wasn't Pizarro still playing a few years ago?
He scored.
He played for a long
first season, 2008 against Birmingham. We won 3-2. And then he scored his next goal against Birmingham.
Yeah, he's 44 years old, so he would have been about like 28, 29.
Yeah, he would have been in the high side of 20,
around
30.
Maybe I'm just showing my age.
Yeah, bless you.
Remember that Man City game?
Age is just nothing but a number, mate.
Remember the days this was 6-0, that Lampard pass outside the book.
Yeah.
You remember Franco De Santo when everyone thought he was the next big thing?
Oh, yeah. Franco De Santo.
Yeah,
oh, my God. Whatever happened to him?
Remember Quaresma?
Quaresma, yeah, that was under Big Phil.
Pies tweets, Arsenal want to prepare an official bid for Rice in the next weeks. Chelsea are interested.
Yeah.
Why is our name involved in this? But whatever.
Arsenal willing to pay him 300 grand a week, I see.
I'm hearing Arsenal already. I'm hearing Edu's been given Arteta the all clear to exceed the £200 million budget.
Oh, Fabrizio as well. Chelsea are interested.
No, Fabrizio's put our name in there for like 3 years and we've never even dropped the notice.
No,
I don't know why our name's in this. I'll be real with you.
No. It's just to drive the price up.
Maybe we
big up, Jimmy.
You know, like Moyes has actually conceded. Everyone's conceded at West Ham that this motherfucker is leaving. Moyes has come out and said, yo, we are not keeping this brother. It's going to be fucking hard for us to keep him. So I think this is the first time we are actually seeing teams can go in for West Ham.
Yeah, I have to leave too, so I see you guys later.
God bless you, Alex. Take care, bro.
See you guys. Yeah.
So I think this is the first dialogue, bro. So maybe we might.
Caicedo.
I've been saying Rice, but I wouldn't be. I'd be.
No, I'd rather.
I don't mind either one. I don't mind. You know, I'm at this point. I'll take both. I'll take any of the two. Bro.
That Rice.
I'm leaning towards Rice right now.
I'll take anyone, bro. I'll take any of the
two. Yeah,
Rice,
guys, we got to wrap up. I've got to go on Slade's channel. So it's been fucking real. We'll be back tomorrow. Same stream, same time, same channel.
Big up.
Come on, Giroud. Do something.
Yeah, big up Giroud. run, get a couple goals or something. Fuck it. And yeah, up the Chelsea. Everyone head over to Said's channel, Cooking Arsenal.